if I was on my iPad, I could just show you guys my phone, but I'm not. So we'll just have to do it this way. Um, so yeah, I know. I think Amber, you said you built your business on Instagram. I'm not sure. I think Ashlyn, she said that she did that too. Um, Tammy Salas, she went double diamond. You know, Instagram. There's just a ton of top leaders, you know, that do use Instagram, you know, for their business. So I guess let's just walk through the basics. I don't have the basics written down on my note section, but just the basics of Instagram. I think I posted in the group the other day, you know, you guys want to have, you know, just a really clean bio section. And I said in there that you guys like make it, Amber, I can't read really what yours says. The computer screen's really blurry, but what does yours say?
It's really blurry. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like I can't even read, I can barely read your name.
Oh, it's clear on my end. It says, the Amber Natasha is my name.
And then what's the rest of your bio say?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay, I have, it's my name. It says Amber Natasha, and then I have just a few things about myself, like things catchy type, like I have God always, mom life with, you know, different emojis. The month, I gotta change that. We were getting married, but we moved the date. And then we're a big sports team, adventurer, dreamer. And I have my Facebook link.
Okay. And mine's pretty much the same thing. You know, mine is, obviously it has my name, and then, and I think all it says is Jess. It doesn't have like Jessica Means, but, and then I have mommy, dreamer, and I don't even know what the last one is. But then my second line is, you know, I love cheese, or I love everything about cheese and pickles. Like, I mean, it's just something personal to me. You know, the people like that stuff. Like, you just don't want to put, you know, It Works distributor, you know, here to help you with your health and wellness, or your health and whatever, your health goals. You know, direct message me for questions. Like, and I've seen a ton of those like that. And to me, that's just spammy. And I'll admit, when I first started with It Works, like I did put that kind of stuff in my bio, you know, thinking that people would want to come to me and order. But then eventually, you know, I turn around and yeah, that's what, okay, if you look in the chat section, Sarah just posted what she put on hers. You know, and throw some emojis in there and just make it personal to you. So yeah, that's super easy. The next one would be the link that's in there. You know, before we could post our It Works links, and should you say? You know, I used to put, you know, I was on entrepreneur or mompreneur. I mean, I think that's okay, you know, but I wouldn't put It Works business owner, or I don't know. I don't know how to word that, I guess. Amber, do you have advice on that? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, that was my daughter.
Sorry, while you're talking, I was trying to get on my iPad to share from there to see if it would work, but Danielle's got it, so.
Oh, yes, perfect. You can screen share from your phone.
Well, how do you do that?
I just went on Zoom on my phone and hit share, and scroll down to the bottom and it says screen, and it's sharing my screen on my phone.
You have Android?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why, because my iPad wasn't letting me do it either. So I should have done it from my phone. But okay, what did you ask me? Because I was trying to do that and I didn't hear you.
Okay, well, Danielle, if you could go, can you go to your Instagram page?
I'm scared for y'all to see it.
Ah, perfect. Okay. So, and you see how in her bio, you know, she has everything listed, you know, kind of like numbered. I mean, even though it's not numbered. You can do it that way, or you can do it, like for me, I put little like slashes in mine just to separate things. And I did mine like that at one time, but I like to switch it up every now and then, you know, but just don't put you know, hi, my name is Jessica. I'm a network distributor. You know, call me if you have any questions or whatever. And then just like people just want eye-catching stuff, you know, so put emojis in there, make it eye-catching, and make it specifically about you. And I'll be honest, I've seen top income earners that post or on their bio, you know, that they're a top 20 income earner or whatever. Like, to me, like, if I wasn't a network distributor, like, I wouldn't know what that meant. You know, but to each their own. And that's one thing I guess I should have started out with. You know, this is just things that have worked for us. So we're not telling you, you know, this is right and that's wrong, or what we're doing is right, what you guys are doing wrong. It's to each their own. So just, you know, take these and just use them as tips for yourself. Okay, so back to the link. If you guys see up there on her screen, she's got, you know, her Facebook link. Like I said before, it works, you know, or not it works. Instagram used to let us do our It Works links on there, and now they don't allow us to do that. So, you know, don't leave that territory open. You know, put some kind of link in there. I've seen a lot of people do, like, they have blogs or vlogs or blogs or however you say that, you know, and they'll put that in there, or they'll put their Pinterest page or whatever, you know, and most of us do our Facebook pages. Excuse me. Just because, you know, we want people from our Instagram to come on to Facebook. Okay, so if you look down at the very bottom, you know, obviously you see your camera button. How do we find you on IG? Okay, well, like me personally, like, you want to know what my Instagram name is? It's at the Jess Means. And please don't follow me. Don't like my pictures. Don't comment on my stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Amber, I don't know, or Ashlyn, I don't know how you guys feel about that. But for me, it's, you know, if I go and comment on Sasha's picture and then somebody just happens to click on my link or on my comment, you know, they can come to my page and say that, yeah, thanks, Sarah. You know, they could come to me and decide to order with me, you know, even though they were originally, you know, Sasha's person. I hope that makes sense. And the same thing goes with likes. It's weird. People will actually go to the likes, kind of like what we do. You know, we go to somebody's photo, we click on the likes and see who liked it and see if we want to follow them. Like, people do that. Even though they're not, you know, trying to sell things or whatever, they'll go through the likes and, oh, you know, I like this person better, so I'm going to order from them. So you just have to be very wary. And I know a lot of top income earners, you know, they say if you like any of my stuff, you comment on any of my stuff, they'll block you. I don't like doing that, but, you know, I would if I had to. And I guess, you know, same thing goes for Danielle. You know, she has her screen up here. Okay, so down at the bottom.
Yeah, I block all It Works people. Honestly, even really my team, I have maybe a few people that I haven't just found through my followers yet, but to me, there's just no reason, you know, to have other people on the place where you're building your business anyway. So there's, unfortunately, and the only reason I say that is because I have had shady, you know, people commenting on my stuff, and that's not what our company represents, of course, but I will block you in a second if I
Yeah. And people don't really realize that that's what they're doing, you know, even though it wasn't intentional. You know, I don't want to lose my potentials to somebody else. I was going to say something about blocking. Oh, blocking, like you guys said, you know, I mean, I do that to a ton of people. You know, Jim Berklow messaged me the other day, and, you know, she was like, did you block me on Instagram? You know, I can't find you. And, you know, I call this outsourcing. Like, I outsource my, no, I don't have the same name on Facebook. I mean, my Facebook name is Jessica Means, and then on Instagram, it's the Jess Means. And I took it from Sasha. She originally had it, and then I wanted to change my name to something that fitted towards me, I guess. And that's really the only thing I could think of. But anyway, so, you know, I outsource my, like my following, my unfollowing, and my, you know, blocking of It Works distributors. And I know that sounds really silly, but it saves me time. And I only do it, this is going to sound really horrible, but I have, obviously my daughter Lucy, and then I have 4 stepkids, and 2 of them are twins, and they're 10, and then one's 14 and one's 17. So when they're here every other weekend, they love to get on my Instagram and, go and look up It Works, the hashtag It Works, and then go block a bunch of people. So if you are blocked, I don't mean to block you, but I just mean blocking on Instagram. That's all we're talking about now. On Facebook, I don't add anybody that's not on our team as far as It Works distributors. So yeah, I outsource that because, it saves me time, and they'll go in there, they'll go through my feed, because there's sometimes, where we just go and click follow, but we don't realize that we're following an It Works distributor. So sometimes as I'm going through my feed to like different photos, I see an It Works distributor, so I have to unfollow and then block them. So they do that for me too. But like I said, it's only every other weekend, but it does save me time. Okay, so back to the screen share really fast. For those that, are new to Instagram, down at the bottom, you're going to have your camera. That's where you can share pictures. Next to that's going to be a little heart, and that's going to be where your notifications are at, where people like your pictures, where people comment on your pictures. And then, well, shoot, I can't see the rest of it. There's 2 other buttons too. Amber, can you see those down there? Or 3 other buttons?
It's a home. Well, my bar's up on mine, but it's a home button, the magnifying glass, then the camera, then the heart, and then the little person.
Okay, yeah, the little person is people, that are following you, or it'll say how many people are following you. I don't know if mine has that or not. And then the magnifying glass, you can, if you guys go to that, I don't know if you guys are on your phones right now, but if you guys can go to that right now and click on your little search or your magnifying glass, and that's going to pull up, there should be 3 or 4 things up top. Let me see here. Can you guys still hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm on Instagram now, so I don't know if you guys can see me or not. But there's a little, the magnifying glass. If you guys click on that, it's going to bring up your explore page. Okay, and up at the top, it's going to say search. If you guys want to click on that, there's 4 little words up there. You're going to have top, people, tags, and places. Your top is just going to be, if you type in somebody's name, it'll pull up the top people. Mine are mostly the people that I have already went to their page. So if I went to like Amber's page and then I went to Sash's page or whatever, it's going to show me my top people that I've recently went to. Obviously people, you can search different people, and then your tags, meaning your hashtags. And then the next one I love, and that's places. If you guys click on that, mine pops up blue and it says near current location. So like if I click on that, it's going to pull up places.
Do you want me to do this as you say it?
I'm sorry, what?
You want me to do this as you say it?
Oh, I mean, you can. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're Danielle, you. Yeah, if you want to. Mine looks a little different just because I'm iPhone, but I mean, I think it's very similar. So mine pops up, different places that are around me. To me, I mean, this is my best friend, is the location places on Instagram. I love this. And I'll tell you guys why later. But those are your top 4 places, or your top 4 things that you guys can go to on Instagram. So let's just say you guys want to go and search me. You're going to click on your magnifying glass, go to the search bar, and you're going to type in the Jasmines. Everybody else says the Jasmines, but whatever. And then once you search me, I don't know, Danielle, can you pull me up or not? There I am. There, you guys can see my bio right there. Yeah, and then emojis are so different on Android. It's weird, but you can see my bio, how, I separated things. You can see at the top here, you probably can't circle it, Danielle, but there's, what are they, like 9 little dots up here in the blue. What that's going to do is you just click on it. It's going to show you everything just like it is now. If you go and click on the next one, which is the 3 dots and the 3 lines, and it's going to pull up everything just kind of like a news feed. This just makes it easier for me to go to somebody else's page and I can just click through and like their stuff. Let's see. And then the next one is going to be like a little person. If you click on that, what that is people that have tagged you in things. It's going to show up there. And I'll show you guys how to use that later. You can see right there the little blue picture that says Wrap It Up with Jaylyn. That was my original name on Instagram like 3 years ago. And I hated it for so long, but I just kept it because I didn't want to change it, thinking that people wouldn't, find me or whatever. But eventually I ended up changing it and I like it a lot better. Okay, so let's go back. Like I'm touching the screen trying to go back and it's your computer. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll stop real fast and look at these. Do you guys have questions? Amber, I don't know if you've seen any of those. No.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at yours compared to mine seems really dark. And I've noticed this with Amber's too. Amber posts a lot of white pictures, white backgrounds, white quotes. Why is that?
It's just, okay, look at mine right now and then go over to yours really fast. And then go back to mine. Yeah, like Amy said, it's more eye-catching. Like people just, bright is happy. When I look at something bright and bright and shiny, I guess, it just makes me happy. And it's so weird how just that much of a color difference can make a difference. And I'll tell you, once I started doing that, started just making things a lot brighter. I mean, as you scroll down, like there's some that is, a little darker. Well, Amy just said, you put white borders around yours. I used to do that. But now Instagram, I don't know if you can tell in here, but well, yeah, you can a little bit. They add tiny white borders. I mean, they're very, very thin. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yes, Pick Tap Go is my favorite. So I don't know if you use that, Dan. I don't even know if it's on Android or not. But you can find different, and I'll give somebody $100 if they can tell me how many times I say during this thing.
Yeah.
Not really, but okay, yeah. So
and
right,
I'll go more into some of the attraction things that attract people to Instagram, because some people even go with themes. Like you might like a certain filter and you use that filter on most of your pictures and things like that. So we'll talk about that when we go a little more deeper into it.
Okay, let's see. Attraction marketing. That's what you're talking about.
Attraction marketing. I keep messing it up. There we go. Okay. I don't think there was any other questions yet.
Okay, perfect. Well, what I'll do now is, let's see here. Trying to think. Go up and, Danielle, can you go up those 3 little dots at the top? So if you click on those on your own profile, or, well, I'm sorry, on anybody's profile. So I guess she's on mine. So she can either report my page, she can block me, she can hide my story, or hide her story from me, copy profile URL, send message, and then send profile as a message. On iPhone, it's different. I don't know what it is on iPhone. Let me have a look at it. And we'll talk more about that in just a few when we talk about spam accounts, because I know a lot of people had questions the other day on spam accounts. On the iPhone, there's a little wheel. It's like a pinwheel, I guess. And then, well, no, that's all your options and settings. Okay, anyways. So I guess what I'll do is I'll start going, those are just the basics. Everybody knows how to post a picture. People know how to, use those little buttons down below. They know how to search people. And Danielle, on your screen, can you go back to just like your your profile? Okay, you got it too. There's a little, I forgot the location button. And this is super, super important. Let me go over this really fast. Danielle, if you want to click on that location button. And then can you zoom in? Bless you. Will it let you zoom in? A little bit. Okay, so click on that picture right there. Okay, exit out or get that picture back. Like take it off there. And then keep scrolling or keep zooming in, like as far as you can. So what I'm trying to show you guys right here is if you guys don't have your location services shut off on Instagram, all your pictures are automatically going to be geotagged. And what that means is it's going to be geotagged into your exact location, like pinpoint. You know, this is good for brick and mortar businesses that are on Instagram, but for us, you know, I don't want, you know, people knowing where I live. You know, obviously I work from home, so most of the pictures that I post, they are from home. So if you know, don't have that shut off, I mean, some weirdo can come to your page and find out exactly where you live, you know, and I've had a lot of girls, you know, that have started a brand new Instagram because of issues they've had, you know, with ex-boyfriends, husbands, or whatever. You know, so just make sure that if you guys don't want that, what you can do is click on that picture that was on that location. And then hit, let's see, hit that little information button. I don't know if that's it or not. No, that's not it. Okay, go back. I'm trying to think. On mine, I'm able just to like, okay, yeah, hit edit. So what did you do? Did you just click on the picture? I think on an iPhone, you should just be able to click on the picture and then it'll say edit. And then I click on that and then it'll, you know, ask me if I want to remove it. And I say yes. Yeah, you want to hit confirm.
No, I had 3 little dots up at the top here where the check mark is.
Oh,
and I
okay.
clicked there and it came up to edit.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so if you guys just want to go to your pages now, I mean, if you guys want them tagged, that's fine. You know, like I'll do locations and I'll talk about that later when I post, but, or talk about posting, you know, but if you want to keep them, keep them. But if not, you know, you don't want people knowing exactly, I mean, because, I mean, there's 300 million active users on Instagram. You know, I don't want those people knowing where I live.
Well, it's a good thing that's my old house and not my new one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like at a store or something. Okay. Yours doesn't have what, like the option to take it off of there?
Mine?
Somebody said they had like 877 photos tagged to their location.
I did at one time too, Amy. I had tons and I had to go in and delete them. But I did what Danielle did on my phone, so I'm not sure.
To find it, what you do is just go to your home page, hit that little home button. Yeah, just go as you're I'm sorry, not home. I don't know, it's direct messaging, I think.
The person?
Yeah, so like just go to your home page, you know, where you can see it, you know, just like this. There's a little location button and you just want to click on that and it's going to bring up a map. It's the same thing on an Apple too, or an iPhone.
That's right. Hold on, let me see if my pen will do it. This one?
Yeah, that one right there.
Sorry. Right there.
And if you guys need help later, trying to get that off there, let me know and I'll help you. But a lot of people, I mean, it's very hard to miss. So yeah, thank you, Amy. Yeah, and you can shut it off from your settings on your iPhone too. Okay, moving on. I'm just going to go through, I have a ton of notes here. So I'm just going to go through. They're not going to be in order. So if you do have questions, just comment in the chat box, and Amber and Ashley can, try to help answer them as I can go through them and not answer them. Hashtags. You guys can use up to 30 on each post. Danielle, if you want to go to my page, and I'll show you guys something. Okay, so obviously I don't use 30 on each post. To me, that looks spammy, but if you guys want to do that, that's totally fine. That's up to you. Don't use popular ones. So like when I go to post, I don't hashtag it works or body wraps or wraps or anything like that. And that's because I don't want other It Works distributors coming to my page. Love. I mean, people, I know it sounds easy, if you love something, you want to hashtag it, but in all reality, if you just go to, your hashtags now, or you search the love hashtag, I mean, there's millions and millions of people that hashtag that same word, and it's within a matter of seconds. So when I go to hashtag love on a picture, if I go back to try to find my picture on that specific hashtag, it's not going to pop up. It's going to be pushed down at the bottom because people are constantly using it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see. The next one is, well, use the hashtags that are important. And then you reach so many more people. They say the engagement is up 13% when you guys use hashtags. So let's just say you post a photo and you don't have any hashtags on it. You get like 3 likes. And then let's just say you post that same photo and add, 10 hashtags to it, specific to you or specific to that photo. The engagement's going to be up, almost 13. I think the actual number is 12.6. So it's like, it's higher than what it is if you guys didn't use hashtags. And you just reach so many more people. Like I'm constantly searching different hashtags, and I'm just one person out of 300 million active users. So if I'm doing it, I'm sure other people are doing it too.
I just want to throw a tip in there with hashtags. If you guys are having trouble coming up with hashtags, make a list of things that interest you, or locations near you, anything, and you can come up with hashtags using those. That way those interests, they go for your pictures. Like she said, you're not using just like basic love, because if you use basic hashtags, you will get spammy people on your commenting on your posts.
Absolutely. And your stuff's not going to get seen anyways, because there's so many other people that are using that same one. Okay, well, let me show you really fast. If you go to my page, let me bring it back up. And actually, I just recently started doing this, and it's really, really helping. So normally, when we first really started using hashtags, or I did, I would, add them in my caption, and like right after whatever I wanted to post. And to me, that just looks spammy, but I did it because that's what I thought, I was supposed to do to get more people onto my stuff. And then I found out that, you can add them into the comment section. You post your picture with your description and then go to your comment section and type in the hashtags. That way it doesn't look so spammy. And then I started seeing people do this other way. So if you want to click on, I click on the It Works, the cup. Just that third one, yeah. So if you scroll down a little bit, so how you separate your sentences, you just use periods. So like what I do is I'll just go to my notes section on my phone. I'll type out what I want my caption to be. If I want to separate the sentences, I just type in a period, and then I'll just go back, and hit space, and then I'll type my next paragraph or whatever, and then I'll right after that, you know, I'll put in period, space, period, space, period, space. Or I think it's return on my phone, return button. And then I'll type in my hashtags. And I mean, to me, that just looks so much more professional. You know, like I said, it's just something that I do, and I notice a lot of other people doing it, and it just looks clean. Let me see here. Okay, if you want to go back. Now, I'll be honest, like when I first started, you know, I was a big couponer, like an extreme couponer. And I would go and hashtag the word couponing in almost all of my posts. And that was because, you know, obviously I love couponing, and then I wanted people or couponers to see what I was doing. And for the most part, I don't think it has to be a period. I mean, I'm not really 100% sure. I've tried to do this space thing before, and it just didn't work out for me. I just couldn't figure out how to do it, because you can space them, but you can't end your sentence or your paragraph with like an emoji or a period or a symbol. I don't know how that works. So it's just easier for me just to put the periods in between, and then just do it that way. But so I would hashtag couponer, you know, and then for a while there it worked, and then I just kept doing it, like extreme couponer, couponing community, and things like that. And these couponers would come to my page and be like, stop spamming us with your It Works stuff, you know, and like it hurt my feelings, so I stopped doing it. So just make your hashtag specific to you, you know, and whatever you want to try to post. You know, obviously, if I'm posting about the greens, I don't want to hashtag couponing, you know, because that has nothing to do with It Works or, you know, my journey. Okay, so on to the next one is somebody asked about spammers, you know, that say follow for a follow or go here and get tons of followers and things like that. You want to make sure that you report their account. And the reason why you want to do that is because it will, you know, obviously alert Instagram, you know, and the more that we keep doing that and the more that they check into it and shut their accounts down, the less spamming we're going to have on our posts. And unfortunately, we all get them. I get them all the time. But actually, I'll tell you how it's more beneficial to us in just a second. So hashtags, like Amber said, you know, you hashtag love or love life or whatever, just something general. You know, you're going to get those people that come in and, you know, comment that stuff on your account. So just, you can delete the comment and report them and just move on. Let's see. What about the people who make money? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay, so obviously interacting and engagement, we all know how important that is. Instagram just changed over to the new algorithm, but I just found out less than a week ago that it's a different kind of algorithm than what Facebook has. And I'll go into that later too. But you just want to make sure, you know, I like the 5-3-1 rule, and that is like 5 pictures, comment on 3, and then follow them. And then you're also going to get a follow. I mean, 9 times out of 10, people are going to come back and follow back, you know, and then like some of your pictures. So I try to do that every morning. You know, even like when I get up and I'm laying in bed, I'll get up and, you know, I'll make sure I do my 5-3-1 rule before I even post. So that's something you guys can try to do, or even like during the day. Okay, I need to post something on Instagram. Well, let me go ahead and do my 5-3 rule, and then I can post. Let's see. Okay, I guess I just want to go into like the direct message. Like I said, this is going to be all over the place just from where I've been writing down notes. Do I do that to the same person? Sometimes. I mean, not necessarily follow, but I'll go and like, not all of their pictures, but let's just say, like for me, you know, I try to post every hour that I'm awake. Some days it doesn't happen, some days it does, you know, but not everybody does that. So it just kind of depends on how many times that they posted throughout the day. But if there's accounts that I like, you guys can turn on post notifications. So let's just say you guys come to my account, you can click on a picture. I think you have to be on a picture, maybe. Or no, I think you have to be following me. That's what it is. So if you just want to click on follow, and then I'll block you when I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so see that little arrow? It says you can turn on post notifications. So what that does is it's going to tell you when somebody posts. So let's just say Danielle's, she's going about her day, her day, and then she's going to get a notification when I post. So she can just, go over to Instagram and, comment and like on it or whatever she wants to do. Now, I'm not a creeper. I'm not a stalker. I don't go and do it to like every single picture, every single time. I break it up in between, different people. I like to do 5 a day. I'll turn on the post notifications. I'll just choose a random 5 people and, I'll go and like and comment on their things throughout the day. And then the next day, I'll take those notifications off and then I'll go and do another 5 people. That way throughout the week, I'm hitting several different people. The direct message feature, I love it just because obviously that's like our messenger on Instagram.
Is it on my end? Can you guys hear me? No.
I'll just message them and say, oh my gosh, my daughter loves that outfit. We just got her one the other day or whatever, just something to open that conversation. And I know Amber's going to talk more about like cold messaging. And her cold messaging is totally different than mine. For me, I go and just start a conversation with these people. I used to go in and say, hey, I know this is totally random, but, I just want to know if you're interested in trying like my 90-day challenge. Excuse me. I had got some feedback from that, but it just wasn't working for me, so I just decided to change it up and just start that conversation, and then just go from there. Let's see, the next one is following people. A lot of people had questions about, who I follow, who I don't follow, who doesn't follow me back so I can unfollow them or whatever. And I think Ashlyn, she's going to go more into that. But for me, I love, like I said, the location aspect on Instagram. Danielle, if you're still on here, if you can go to the location on there. Okay, yeah. So places. So if she were to click on nearby places, it's going to pull up a ton of different, you don't have to turn it on, it's okay. It's going to pull up a ton of different, locations around you. So how I go to follow people, and I haven't always done this, I just recently started because I want, more local people, as loyal customers and distributors. So I live in Indiana. And, obviously our football team is the Colts. So like I'll go to the location tab or the places tab on my location thing, and I'll type in, Lucas Oil Stadium, which is a stadium here for the Colts. And then it's going to bring up a ton of pictures. If you want to click on that Old Dominion University. Okay, so it's going to pull up a ton of these pictures, and those are pictures that people have posted and tagged that location. So I'll just, and these are all public people. They're not private, and I'll go into public and private later. But so all these posts, I can go in here and I can just click on whoever, and I can either follow them, or I can just choose to like and comment on some of their stuff. I like to follow. Oh, I'm losing it. Hold on. Okay, so that's how I do a ton of my following, and I'll just do random things. We have Starbucks here, and they're not Starbucks. I'm sorry. It's called Monkey Joe's, which is just like a blow-up playhouse for little kids that they can go in and jump on those things. and a ton of moms go there. They take pictures and then they tag that they were there. You know, so I'll go and I'll like some of their photos, and then I'll comment, and then I'll follow them, and a lot of them follow back. Excuse me. So that's how I like to follow. And then you can do the same thing for hashtags. You can go and type in, you know, hashtag Colts, you know, and it's going to bring up a ton of pictures, you know, of people, you know, obviously that like the Colts, you know, or at the Colts game or whatever. See, on to the next one. If you guys have questions, please let me know. I know I talk fast. Let's see. Let me read that question. I posted an Networks photo that was just also took a post. No, it doesn't happen to me. But I mean, did they crop out like the word "it works" or something? Okay, so you guys know how to search by location. And I've already talked about this before, posting, you know, I try to post once an hour that I'm awake. Some days I do that. Some days it just gets so busy that I forget sometimes. But that's when it's good to start setting your alarm on your phone so that way your alarm goes off and you guys are ready to post. It's going to alert you. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Instagram, it's not rolled out to everybody yet, but here soon it's going to. When you go to post something, it's going to give you the option to save it as an auto draft, meaning you can go and like pre-plan your posts for the day, and then you can go back and post them. I don't know if it's going to be a time saver or not, but you can also, you know, do the airplane mode. The picture was took from, yeah, I'm not really sure, Anna. I mean, I would just message them and say, hey, that's my photo, you know, take it down. Let's see, on to the next one really fast here. Okay, so somebody asked earlier, well, a couple of days ago on what to post. If Danielle, can you go back over to my page? Here recently, I just started posting, you know, more things about me. I guess I'm more personal. If I don't have anything to post, if I can't think of anything thoughtful to post, I don't post. And there's some days where I find it hard to post something. And I just don't want to post just to post because it's not very thoughtful. So what I've been trying to do, I don't know if you can see on there, like I've been doing, I know it sounds really stupid, but workout videos. Like fitness is so huge right now, and fitness is huge on Instagram. And I just decided, well, why not do, you know, some of my own, obviously because I'm trying to lose weight, you know, I'm trying to get healthier, I'm trying to exercise more, and it's actually working for me. Like, even though, you know, I don't have a ton of views and a ton of likes on it, people are messaging me, you know, and saying thank you, you know, because now, you know, they're wanting to exercise or whatever. I'll go over that in a second, Ashley. So like I said, when I post, I just want it to be thoughtful. And I almost posted this in the group today. You know, if you're posting just an ad, you know, that says, you know, join my team today, you know, $99 for your kit or whatever. You know, I've seen a ton of those. People just aren't attracted to that, you know, and Amber is going to talk more about branding yourself. So I'm not really going to go into that, but the way I like to look at it is if you don't have anything to post, or if you don't have anything thoughtful to post, just don't post at all. You know, it's better to not have anything to have something that's not meaningful. Excuse me. Let's see, we talked about that. Okay, so the next one is loop giveaways. I'm not sure if you guys have heard me talk about that or not. But Danielle, if you want to go down to your magnifying glass and type in the word, okay, go to people. And then type in shop Sassy, SASSY. Okay, and that top one. Okay, so if you look right there, she's got one going on. It's a $700 cash giveaway if you click on that. Because this is how a loop giveaway works. So let's just say, excuse me, you wanted to be in one. You can hashtag the word loop giveaway, and you can find all different kinds of shops, excuse me, that are, in a loop giveaway. And this is how it works. So you're on this page right here. Okay. If you look at all the words that are on here, or not the words, but the whole paragraph, it's going to show you who to go to next. So if you click on that person next, can you click on that name, that Ashley Pledge 3? Then you're going to go to her $700 giveaway picture. And it's going to be the exact same information, just with a different tag or different shop that's tagged. So that's a loop giveaway. What that means is everybody that enters for the $700, in order to get entered, they have to like and follow they have to like the picture, and they have to follow all shops involved. So like when I do mine, I've had several with this shop, Sassy Couture. So every time I do one, I gain at least 400 followers within 48 hours. So during that time, I make sure I push out really good content, about the products, looking for people to, join challenges or whatever. But it's just a really great way to, gain more exposure to your page. If you guys want to get in on one, I mean, don't all go and message this shop right here, but you can just message the different shops that are, participating in it, and just ask them, hey, I'm interested in doing some loops. Do you know anybody that's doing one? Or do you have any loop giveaways coming up? And there's actually pages. You can go to that little magnifying glass and you can type in, Insta Loops, or try Insta Loops. No, Loops, Loops. Sorry. Yeah, you can go to any one of those. I think Insta Loops one. I've done a bunch with her before. Yeah, so I mean, you can just pick whatever and just message people and ask them if you can be in on it. It does cost money because obviously you're paying, a bit of the pie. If it's $700 and there's 40 shops, it gets divided. So your buy-in may be $20. I think the highest buy-in I've ever done is $40, and the rest of them have been way below that. But I love them just because I get new people every single time coming to my page, and they're seeing what I'm posting. I've gotten several loyal customers from it. And like I said, if you have any questions about how to do those, just let me know. Okay, so the next tip that I have is, let's see, that one's last. Okay, business pages. You guys can do business pages now on Instagram. I don't have mine set as a business page just because eventually it's going to turn into, the loop giveaways. That's awesome. Yeah, you can get on their email list too, and they'll email you all the time with new giveaways coming up so you guys can get on. You just have to be careful because sometimes, like for me, I always ask for like who's involved, how many shops are involved and what shops are participating. Because there's been 2 times where I've been in a loop with 2 ambassador diamonds with It Works, because I forgot to ask like who was involved. So all of my people that, I've been building on Instagram, like all people that have been following me for 4 years, are now on, Alyssa Bilyeu's page. And I think her name's Jill Vadine or Vadine. I think she's an ambassador presidential, but now they're all on her page because I forgot to ask, who is involved. So just make sure you guys do that. Okay, business pages. I don't have mine set to that because, eventually it's going to turn into a Facebook page, where you're going to have to pay to get your stuff seen. But what you guys can do is you guys can actually make your stuff into like a business page, and it's going to show you guys like what do you want to call it? The analytics, I guess. It's going to show you, optimal times, when people are engaging with your post. Like for me, it shows me who, like where they're at, in the U.S. And it's weird. A lot of my people I thought were from California that were on my page, but most of them are from New York. So it's just something that you guys can do to find out, where your audience is at, what time they're most engaging in your stuff. For me, it's 3 p.m. and like 10 p.m. my time. So you guys can figure all that out. And then you can just switch it back to your personal page if you don't want to keep it a business one. And I have just a couple more, and then I'm just going to let them talk, and then I can just chime in whenever. The first one is if you want to go back to your home page, Danielle. Okay, you're back on it. Okay, now go down at the bottom and then click on the magnifying glass. And then click the back arrow up at the top. And again. Okay, so this page right here is going to be your explore page. Okay, and so back in the day, it used to be, and I'm not talking about like years ago, I'm just talking about like 3 years ago, but it used to be, the most popular posts on Instagram, the Kardashians, top fitness pages, Shailene Johnson, just tons of people. Obviously Justin Timberlake, like all his pictures, all the pictures would show up on this popular page just because, they had the most interaction. They've changed it since the algorithm started, and now it's tailored to you. So let's just say I go and like a ton of fitness pages, and I like their photos. If I consistently do that for like a day, and then I go back to my explore page, it's going to be nothing but fitness stuff. Because it's, it's things that I've engaged with, I like to do couponing because I still love couponing. So I'll go and like a bunch of their stuff, and then I see a bunch of great deals popping up. So you guys can you can tailor it to you and your target market. Everybody loves fitness. Like, we talked about that. So if you want fitness stuff on there, go like a bunch of fitness pages, go like their photos. If you guys want to target moms, go to, I don't even know. Okay, here's one. If you type in free stuff finder on Instagram, it's going to pop up and it's going to show you, what do you call it? I guess it's a couponing page. I don't really know. It's just a lady that finds you good deals all the time. And she has 402,000 followers. And she doesn't have a ton of engagement on her page, but she's got enough to where if you go and like some of her pictures, obviously more of that stuff's going to show up on your explore page. But what's going to happen is people that like her stuff, they're going to see on their explore page, they're going to see your guys' stuff. I know I'm probably going to confuse some of you guys here, but bear with me. Okay, so let's just say I'm on Instagram, and I'll use this as an example. Well, no, you don't have to be public to see your explore page, but if you want somebody to see your page, you have to be public. So like, okay, so Danielle, you can't see a photo that I've posted on your explore page if my page is private. That makes sense. And we can talk about public and private all day long. For me, I like to say if your profile is private, you're closed for business. But that's just how, I've always ran my page. I've always been on public just because you can reach more people that way. I know a lot of people like their stuff on private because they don't want other works distributors to come on your page, but you can always block them. But to each their own, do whatever. I just like public. You can't use hashtags if you're private. You can, but nobody can find you because, you're private. Your hashtags aren't going to show up in the hashtag page because you're private. We can go into that later. Okay, so if you go back to your explore page, Danielle, and these are the last two tips I'm going to give. I can go all day about Instagram, but I'm not because they all still have to go. Okay, so you have right here I don't know. She's probably liked some makeup pictures before, you know, because I see obviously makeup. Um, I don't know, Kim Kardashian with her boobs popping out. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you like, Danielle, but I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is the
When you
neat
said
thing.
that, I was wondering the same thing.
I want to make sure I word this right. So if you go to your Explore page, sorry, I was trying to read that question. If you go to your Explore page and, okay, let me read my notes here really quick. Okay, so let's just say Danielle has, I don't know, 400,000 followers. Okay, and I post something on Instagram and I like a couponing picture. And I tagged Danielle because she's a couponing page with 400,000 followers. She comes over to like my picture and she comments on it. Then not all of her followers, but about 85% of them, they're going to start seeing my photos on their Explore page. Does that make sense? So it's not the popular ones anymore. It's who you're engaging and interacting with and who they're engaging and interacting with. So let's just say my photo popped up on Amber's page because Amber follows Danielle, or Amber has recently interacted with Danielle. Now my stuff's going to show up on Amber's page, on her Explore page. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not confusing anybody. And they call it a network effect. So, I mean, it could just go down the line. You know, Amber could have a friend that's interacted with Amber, but because Amber interacted with Danielle and Danielle interacted with me, that person's going to see my stuff on their Explore page. So I hope that makes sense. So that's why it's super, super important to, when you're posting things, like the other day I posted a picture of, and I did this on purpose, and you guys can totally do it too, but I purposely posted a picture of a girl wearing Nikes, just so that way I could tag Nike in my photo. So obviously they can't go and comment on everybody's photos, you know, that they've been tagged in, but they have people monitoring that stuff, you know, and they can go over and give a really quick like, because it takes no time at all, you know, just to like it and then move on to the next. So even if they like my photo, but they didn't comment on it, people that have interacted with Nike, you know, or following Nike, now they're going to be more likely to see my stuff in their feed, and then so on and so on and so on. You know, so it's really important to get some high following pages to be interacting with your stuff. I co-own another page on Instagram, and we have, I think, 108,000 followers. So once I learned this the other day, you know, I was like, score. So now, you know, I try to go to my other page, and I'll go and like, and it's all moms on that page. Well, like 95% of it is nothing but moms. So I'll go there and I'll try to comment, or I'll try to like, if I remember, you know, on all my posts. So that way, people that like my page, my other page, or comment on it, you know, they're going to start seeing my stuff on their page. So yeah, like I said, it's called the network effect. You know, it just goes on and on and on and on.
I didn't even know that, Jessica, and I've been doing the different Instagram pages. So you're saying go to my other pages and start commenting on the pictures?
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome. Okay.
You know, and obviously the higher the better, just because, you know, let's not saying that like Kim Kardashian's going to go like or comment on my photo, but if she did, you know, and she's got like 70 million followers or whatever, you know, and they're going to start seeing your stuff,
Cool,
that you post. So yeah, I mean, like Amber said, you know, I also have a few other It Works accounts. Sometimes I work them, sometimes I don't, you know, because I try to focus on the ones that I'm really trying to focus on at the time, you know, but just go back and forth, like it, you know, because those people may not be on this page, or vice versa. Let's see. Okay, and then the last one, I don't I don't know if we had 50 people on here, but I'll just go ahead and say it anyways. And please use caution when I tell you this. Okay, so we know that Instagram, obviously is now based on the algorithm. You want people liking your stuff and you want people commenting on your stuff. So I'm going to go back to the spammers. Who cares if they spam your page? Before, yes, it was annoying, but now for me, I leave it because it's a comment. And Instagram recognizes that as a comment on your stuff, and that's what obviously you want people to do. So I just leave them now. If people comment, oh, you can get 10,000 followers by clicking this link, whatever, I just leave it and move on because I want those comments on my page. But the really cool tip is this. Excuse me. If, Danielle, if you can go to that little magnifying glass one more time and go to the top and type in, I think it's King Kylie or Kylie Jenner.
You said King Kylie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the little blue check mark. Oh, no, go back. Just type in King. You see it right there, Kylie Jenner? Okay, so she has 72.7 million followers. Okay, click on her last picture. And then click on comment, that little comment button. And then kind of scroll up on the comments a little bit. Okay, so you see where people are commenting LB, and then you can see people commenting, definitely got a big sign. You can see the word first on there. And you can go to any one of her pictures and look at this. This is the only one that I found that actually works. And actually, I read this. I don't know if you guys use the website or app. It's called Later or Latergram. I don't use it, but I get emails from it somehow. And the guy told me, or was saying in the email, on how he hacked the Instagram algorithm just like teens do. And it's a really smart way. So this is the tip that I'm going to show you. Obviously, like I said, we want comments, we want likes, and the more comments and likes that you get on your photo or your video, your post, whatever, you get like right away. That's your goal. You want to try to get as many likes and as many comments as you can right away on your post, so that way your post gets seen more by different people. So you come over here to her page, and you see where people are commenting, LB. What that means is like back. When people comment first, that means obviously first. So what this does is teens are doing this to get more interaction on their page. And I started looking at some of these teenagers, and these teenagers have like 30 followers, but they have like 300 likes or 400 likes on one photo. I'm like, how in the world do they do that? So what these people are doing, they're going over here and they're typing in, like back or first or last one, or whatever you want. So what that's going to do to them, you just go, if can you see all those coming in? Yeah, it says first, LB. So like, I'll just click on one of those and I'll like their last picture. And then they're going to come over to my page and they're going to like my last picture. So I can comment on their last. So like, Danielle, if you want to type in last or first or whatever on there. And then, so whoever sees that in that comment section, they're going to come over to Danielle's page and they're going to like her last picture. Or if she typed in first, they're going to go back and type, or they're going to go and like her first picture, which is, obviously the last one that she had posted. Or you can type in CB, which means comment back, or you can actually type out the word comment back. And you just keep doing that. Obviously you can't do like, I tried doing it first. I hit LB like 4 or 5 times. Because the comments come in so fast. Like one post, she had like 800,000 comments. And all it was is just teenagers going in and saying first, like back, last. Because the comments are coming in so fast that people aren't seeing, that you're commenting. Because like Danielle, if you refresh right now, that page, like your comment would be gone because there's so many other people commenting. So you have to just continuously do it. But when I did do that, I did get a notification saying that I was commenting too fast. So what I like to do is I'll just go over there, I'll post something, and then I'll go over there and I'll type in, like back or comment back or whatever. And then I'll go and like a few of those people's photos, and then I'll come back like a minute later, and then I'll type in, comment back. Is that making sense to everybody? So basically all you guys are doing is you're exchanging comments, you're exchanging likes. If you hit like back, that means people are going to come to your page, they're going to like your photos, and you're just going to give them comments of courtesy to go to their page and like their photos. And most of the time it's just the last picture that you posted or the last picture that they posted. And this is how you're going to, essentially hack the Instagram algorithm. I hope that's awesome. So yeah, that was the last really tip that I had.
Thank you, because I have been trying to figure out what the heck LV and first, and when I've been trying to look at it, and I was going to Google some of that stuff tonight if we didn't talk about any of it, because I even asked a girl the other day, she had like maybe 60, 70 followers and hundreds of likes on her picture. And I was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, and I asked her, I said, are you using a third-party app? And she wouldn't answer me. And I was like, what are they doing?
It's really smart. You just have to be careful because, obviously you don't want your account, I was blocked for like 10 minutes. That was it on like commenting and stuff, but you just can't, repeatedly do it, every few seconds because you will get spammed or you'll get a notification saying that you're being spammy. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, Ashlyn, are you on here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Well,
sorry,
it's okay. You gave us really good tips. I know this is long, everybody, but we're recording, so you can go back through what you need to if you were taking notes or anything. Carter luckily went back to sleep, so I'm hoping he doesn't wake back up before my turn. But Ashlyn, sorry, will you go into how you find your followers and how you grow?
Sure. Okay. So I'm just gonna be kind of quick about my tips because, it is long and I know you have a lot of stuff that you wanted to talk about. So the first thing that I kind of just want to go over is like, you have to figure out what your target demographic is. Obviously, we've heard that a lot, find what is, like I'm 22, so I'm going to try to find people that are similar in age. And, I'm going to, I'll share my screen with you guys so you can see. So this is my Instagram right here. And, Oregon, born and raised, taken, coffee, fitness, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So I have been literally working on Instagram for like probably the past 2 years, like nonstop. So it didn't take me, it took me a while of following, every day. Like, I swear I didn't have a life. So, then that's fine. You need to figure out, how you can stay consistent and what you can do to build up that following base. And you don't need a lot of followers to, get a lot of business either, because a lot of people that have like 4,000 and 5,000 followers have like tons of, distributors and loyal customers and stuff. So obviously for like me, I like clothes and I like, I'm in college, so I'm going to follow people that, go to college. So I usually, I obviously follow, I don't follow her, but I kind of look and see like how she does her posts. She has a lot of about fitness, and she loves coffee, and she posts periodically about the products, like not every single, maybe the third or fourth one. And I follow a lot of like boutiques and stuff. And if you notice, like if you go, well, we won't use this one because a lot of distributors, oops, what did I do? Oops. Okay. So like a lot of distributors follow like these kind of boutiques and stuff. So what I like to do is just like, we'll do Kohl's because, oops, Kohl's. Is that how you spell it? No, that's how you spell it. There we go. Okay, so Kohl's. So what I like to do is like, I like to go to maybe a picture of, like, I don't really care for a lot of their clothes that they have posted on here, but like if I go to the store, I can find like a million things. That's just how it always works for me. So like this one, no, I don't like that. So we'll keep scrolling here. So like maybe, I don't know, old bathing suits, I guess, whatever. We'll just use that as an example. So like if you go through, you can just search certain people, like, oh, it looks like she's maybe a college, recently got accepted to, I don't know what that is, but whatever. It sounds like something school related, but I don't try to follow anyone that looks under 18. And it's really hard to tell because this day and age, someone 16 looks like they're 25. So it's really hard to tell sometimes. So I just kind of, okay, not him. But I just try to like go through, and I'll just go in and follow like, I don't know, 10, 15 people, go to the next one, maybe Target or, some other clothing boutique or something like that. You don't want to follow people that you don't have something in common with. For a while I was following people like mommies, this and that and the other thing about moms, and I'm not a mom, so don't follow people that you don't have something in common with, because you go to message that person and talk about stuff, and you might have a couple interests, but you're not, the main interest is the kids part of it, and that's the big thing. You can't build a relationship with somebody that has kids and you don't. So it's kind of, you need to stick to really what you are interested in. If you like makeup, follow other people that like makeup. It's very simple when you think about it. And like they were saying, if you write down your interests and things that you like, if you like pickles, follow people that like pickles, or whatever the case may be. You want to like 3 or 4 pictures on someone's, so we'll just use somebody really quickly, not her, I don't know what, she's like the first one on there. I'll just go to hers. So like, I know I said, not moms, but I'll just use her as an example, like 3 or 4 pictures, comment on one, like beautiful or something, just something like that, because then that's gonna, she's gonna see that and then go to my profile and be like, what is this? And she may already know about it. Who knows? You never know. A lot of people, like Jess and Amber were saying, there's over 300 something million people on here, and it's just, there's so many people to reach. It's insane. So I don't usually do hashtags on my pictures. I haven't for a while. I don't know why. I just got out of doing that. But I mean, I should start doing it again, actually. I just have to find which ones I want to use. Let's see. So there's a statistic that Jocelyn, I watched one of her Instagram training videos, and she said that if you follow somebody, you have a 30% chance of them following you back. If you comment, you have a 75% chance of somebody following you back. So just an interesting little statistic on that. Let's see. It's very, I use Instagram sometimes. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about that. It's just an app, or it's not an app. You have to go on PC, you have to go on a computer to do it, but you will be able, it's like a bot. It'll like and comment for you, and it can even unfollow for you as well. But I don't, it's kind of, it's kind of weird because, you know, you don't want it to comment on someone's picture that like, you know, their pet just died or something, you know, like, oh, that's cute, or, you know, something like that. Like that, it's kind of touchy. So you have to be careful for doing that. I mean, I don't really have a lot more to say other than like, you have to, I mean, consistency is honestly what got me so many like loyal customers. I think before I got to Diamond, I had like 70 something just personally enrolled customers, and they were all mostly through Instagram. So it takes time, and building relationships is one of like the biggest thing right now. Like before, it didn't really seem like you had to really build much of a relationship before someone was just like, you know, how do I order, or something like that, you know, but like it's always kind of been that way where you have to build a relationship with someone and really, you know, it's all about feelings. People want to feel, you know, they want to feel something with you before they commit, or, you know, talk to you more about whatever you have, you know. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Okay, so Carter got up, and I know this has been really long, and what I was going to talk about can go for Facebook, Instagram, anything. Besides the quality of pictures, you guys, you need to take good quality pictures, bright lights. You know, the best way to take them is outside. At least to me it is. You're going to get the best quality picture. They're very bright. People are attracted. Sorry guys. People are attracted to bright, fun pictures, excitement. So not having it like Danielle, how yours had some dark pictures. I have pictures that might have dark in them, and I'll brighten them up a little bit. But as long as you're not doing too many in one spot, you know, or if you have some of the darker pictures and you put the white background on it, or some people have different preferences with that. I tried the whole white background thing, and to me it was just an extra step I didn't have to do. So I stopped doing it, but everybody has their own way. That will brighten your stuff up if you want. It kind of goes in with branding yourself and coming up with a way you post and sticking with it. Like certain colors even attract more, like bluer color posts attract more than posts that have red in them. So there's some that can get really touchy when you get into that, but it's just being consistent, like we said, making higher, like better quality pictures. You don't want pictures that are real fuzzy and just blurry and you can't really tell what's going on at all. You want just good quality. You don't want to go to somebody's Instagram that looks like crap, because you're not going to want, you know, that's not going to excite you or make you engaged wanting to look at that stuff. So you'll forget about it. It's going to be forgettable. So you want to keep things bright and fun. And I know, Dada, sorry, he has a bad cold and teething, so this is not working out how I planned. But what I'll do is I'll go live tomorrow in Aiming for Ambassador and go over branding yourself and just talk more about that stuff, because I need to get him back to bed. I'm sorry. Is everyone there? Or am I first? Yeah. Okay.
I hear you.
Does anyone else have any more questions at all? If you do, and we have the post still, I'm Aiming for Ambassador, or I'll go live tomorrow and I'll post, you know, before I go live, so you guys can get your questions ready and be ready for that. If you didn't get something answered, Jessica went over so many good stuff, so I hope you guys took notes.
You know, I talked, I think, for like 45 minutes. I'm sorry. And I feel like I didn't even go over anything.
I know. Honestly, Instagram could take hours. I have done countless, even on my YouTube video. If you want to see some of the different basics or learn a little bit about posting, I have a couple myself on YouTube. I know many leaders do. So if you're still looking for some more of the basics and things like that, we could always go into deeper on Instagram and social media. So I know we're going to have plenty more Zoom, so we can do it again and go over some of the stuff we didn't touch as well.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for being on and staying on
Yes. Thank you.
with us, because we still had a good amount of people still on. So I will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.